Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Shadowblades here again today. I got another tips and tricks video. We're going to start off with what not to do and lead into what you should do. So I had a random friend on my friends list ask me to help him with a heist, aggressive gold I believe it was, and I knew it went south right off the hop when I saw we had no good guns and no good armor. Now, that was not me or my other normal buddy we're playing with, but we had no reinforced armor, so it does make a big difference. These are not just cosmetic looks. If you switch out your appearance in the aggressive, you're switching off your armor if you don't get reinforced armor. But I believe he didn't even have it picked, so that's how that happened. Mind you, this friend that set up the heist said he was a troll, so I should have expected something going on. So worse guns, no reinforced armor. It's a fun go. We did push through it to a point, but eventually we just stopped because, yeah, it was just too much. We did get through like the entire heist, but there was another thing that this person does, which I know a lot of people do, is try and take a random pedestrian car, but that just is so much hassle, and I watched him die like twice trying to do it, so it's not really beneficial. But as you can see, we had him stay back this time, and we were able to shoot our way through, even with the terrible guns. I would recommend paying out the extra for the better guns, because the difference in cut is 5%, and a lot of people think that's probably a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it ends up being a difference of about 100,000 for the overall heist pay. So essentially, it's 50,000 per player to make sure you have good guns to make through it, and that's worth it. As for the reinforced armor, that's a free mission, pretty easy. Either go take out a Merryweather bunker or the Humane Labs, and it's just really easy. So one other thing I wanted to point out in this is that unfortunately, sometimes when you're playing, which I think Rockstar needs to make a patch or something, but sometimes when you're playing, gold will glitch out on you. You won't be able to actually pick it up. It did happen on with us in this one, which was kind of disappointing, because when I play two-player gold aggressive or big con, we can always get every bit of gold, and if we miss one, we miss one. So I was like, okay, well, it's three-player, we'll be alright. But look at there, I could not interact with that last gold one, but I can interact with this one. So yeah, something needs to be fixed there, because that's not really fair. I bring in the third player to make sure we get everything. Sometimes we'll even bring drills and stuff, and yeah, it glitched out on us, so that's not really nice for that to be happening. Anyway, as you can see, we got what we were allowed to pick up, and we made our way to the keypads. Now, I recommend with that, it's pretty simple, and a lot of people should know it already, but do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, or if you're playing with the person frequently enough, and they're, you can do ready, go kind of thing. Just saves a little bit of time. When you're coming into this room, there should be 3 guys, and 2 spawn out of that side door. Sometimes there's only 1 in that side door, then there's only 1 on the left. I believe there's 2 or 3 on the right, and then there's 1 at the end. Coming up the stairs, there's usually 1 guy here, sometimes the guy at the top, and then 2 guys here. Having your armor in inventory is always a good thing. Now, obviously the best thing is to not get shot, but when you do, it's better to put on an armor than to die and lose the whole mission progress. Now, normally what we would do here, even in aggressive, we would just take out everybody and get the daily vault while we're here. But due to the fact that we have no good guns and no reinforced armor, we're like, okay, we just gotta make it out with what we have. As you'll notice, the best weapon you have with the cheap guns is an SMG. Now, I'm not saying you can't make it through with it. I'm just saying it's a lot more difficult to manage. So, and you also get Molotov cocktails, which can cause a lot of chaos and burn the place down. So yeah, not really the best. And because it's gold, we're really slow, which makes a big difference on the guns as well. Because here, where we're really slow and we can't really move, it's really important to keep yourself safe. And the SMGs just don't have the range that a rifle would. So the difference is a 5% gun versus a 9% gun. And the 9% gun has 60 rounds, 5% has 30, and the range itself, as well as the explosives change. As you can see here, I'm going to die because I only had Molotov cocktails, whereas if I had proximity mines, I would have been able to throw them on the top of the hill and run away perfectly fine because it would have just blown them up. So that's why I died there. Or if I even had reinforced armor, it wouldn't have killed me either. Because, yeah. So there's a lot of factors of why do the better stuff, because it just makes the heist a lot smoother. Then you can get right into your next one. I've kind of got a method now that I could get heist prep done in under an hour. About an hour to under an hour. So I can be making 1 million to 2 million every hour, roughly. So I kind of figured out the best methods for these kind of things. Now, I'm not doing the elite challenges by any means, but 1 million is still pretty good. And here we go again. He's trying to shoot down another car when our cars are literally just right around the corner. Now, I think he does actually get this car, which was good. But I just want to warn you all about something with the street cars. The street cars, if you flip them on the hood, they will blow up. They're extremely explosive. I don't know why. I think it's a hint from the Rockstar to say, take the cars you source. They're meant for the heist. You're not supposed to steal a car. But we did get the car eventually, as you can see. And then, for some reason, I don't know if he didn't have any snacks or didn't have any armor, but for some reason, he did actually get the car, even though we were right beside the cars. And then we got killed. He got killed here. As you can see, he just fell out of the driver's seat. So I was like, okay, I'll give it one more try. Because at this point, we could have probably done both of our heists at this point, our gold aggressives. But I was like, okay, well, we'll try it. Like, we didn't have any reinforced armor or no good guns, and even the cars weren't the right ones. And then he died again, trying to get a streetcar for some reason when they were actually not that far away, and it's easy to get to the cars. So I'm not really sure. As you can see, immediately we picked up reinforced armor, and we're into our heist. 2-player, aggressive, I believe it was gold. Always going in the sewer, out the staff, selling to the highest, paying for a decoy, because the decoy takes the cops off of you when you're running to your car. That's why it's really important. I'd say more so on the aggressive pay for the decoy, but you can do it on the big con in case something goes sideways. Like, not everything always goes to plan, so it's always good to have a plan B. That's kind of my motto of my crew. Always have a plan B. As you can see, we pulled out our charges to show we have the good guns. That's my test. Whenever I start something in a lobby I'm not sure of or whatever, I always pull the left bumper while in the car. It tells you what you have, kind of. As you can see, we have proximity mines. In the last one, we had Molotov cocktails, and it makes a big difference. Now, you do have to be careful with proximity mines as well within the casino, because it can start a fire, and that fire, if you're in it, doesn't necessarily kill you, but it can burn off 300,000 like really quick. I'll have a video on that a little bit later, just because it was so funny. I've done it twice now by accident. I really like the proximity mines because you can put them in a certain spot and it helps you out. It might show it in this video, but if it doesn't, I'll be putting up another video a little later. I keep finding better ways to be more efficient. As you can see, my body armor gets shot off real quick here, but the reinforced armor seems to be more protecting your health than your body armor. So just keep that in mind if you're wondering why I'm sitting around with no armor. Also, your health will refill at the end of this tunnel as well. So I usually put on an armor before I get in the tunnel because sometimes your inventory will cut out, and we have a little trick for that. So you should have access to your inventory in the vault itself, but when you're in here, if you needed a little extra time, you can eat some snacks. I'm not sure if they patched that or not, but I haven't had to use it in a while. If you eat snacks while in the reinforced armor, it doesn't actually do the animation itself. It just eats the snack, kind of like if you were in cover or in a car. So that's kind of helpful, right? So as you can see, we got artwork, which is a nice, easy, quick one. One of my favorites, but also gold is more profitable. If you can make more money off of gold by almost 300,000 or more. So I find 2.5 to 2.6 is the average for this artwork, and 2.7 to 2.8 million is the average to gold. Now it does slow you down, obviously, which is a big disadvantage, but As you can see, like, I mean, an extra couple $100,000 as a payout is kind of nice. But I do like how fast artwork is. The difference being why I take between the both is because I don't like rolling over the scope up mission continuously non-stop. So as long as it's not cash and I get artwork or gold, I know I can make a decent amount of money. Cash is a different story. I told him stop I told my buddy stop lingering around. Lester makes a joke about it, so I pulled out the machete as if I'm a work chief. Oh, then he's got his out telling me no machetes. I'm not sure how it failed, but it failed on that one. But yeah. So when you come out here, there's usually the one guy straight down that way, the one guy on the right, or he can be anywhere really. The two that come out there, and then the one at the post. There's one on the left side. I believe there's 2 or 3 on the right side, and then there's one at the middle. Sometimes they don't move around, and there's 2 at the middle there. Oh yeah, this was the one we tried the machetes in the stairs. It does not work as well as I thought. Now I have a plan to try something later on, and we'll see how well it goes. But yeah, as you can see, they're not really effective on this. It's very important to get your dug-in done. Here you go, I'm going to show you the mines there. I don't know if this is the one where I started a fire by accident. So once you get synced up and you know your crew, you can go ahead and open up some things. I let him do that side while I went around. Now I think I didn't have access to my inventory, so this is what we do. So I couldn't open up my body armor, so he put me in the vault to grab the cash. Because he has access to his body armor, so he's safer to do it. And by the time I finish grabbing the cash, for some reason my inventory comes back. I don't know if that's something they put in specifically to do it that way, or if it just happens that I found a little loophole, I guess. I don't know. But as you can see, I'm putting body armor back on, so I'm ready for the escape. He put a proximity rate on the TV and blew himself up there. As you can see, I quite like my proximity mines. So on the escape, if you're holding gold, I find it's better to work together and shoot those guys together. But if you've got art, I usually get one to take out the 2 stones and have the other one moving ahead just to keep moving faster, because the slower you are, the more reinforcements can show up, and they come up the left side there. The left side of the track over that way, a whole bunch show up. So keep moving as fast as you can, work your way down the path. There's usually 2 guards down there, and then a helicopter will usually come after you. It depends if the decoy gets out quick enough, but the decoy usually triggers as soon as you hop this fence. So as you can see, I just took out one of the gunners on that, and the decoy's out, and it took the helicopter away from us. Straight to the car. The cars were really close that time. The reason I sourced the 5% cars is these cars are good enough. You don't need to pay an extra $100,000 for a car because it doesn't really matter. I also don't upgrade them. You can upgrade them to be faster. You can put bulletproof tires and whatever. It's not really worth it because you don't really need to spend that extra money. With the guns, that is something that is necessary. Now, one other thing to note of why the 5% is because the 5% actually spawn closer to the area than any other ones. When you start going higher in the percentage for your vehicle, they actually start spawning further and further away, which is becoming a nuisance. If they all spawn in the same spot, I'd probably change out my vehicle. In fact, if I start doing some more 3-player heists, I might even be selecting the 7% car, because I know you can get a 4-door car, which means all of you can fit in it, as opposed to having to drive 2 separate cars, which is kind of convenient. That we have one driver and the rest of us can go take a little break kind of thing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this content. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be back with more soon. I might be covering a sneaky approach soon. We'll see. I got a couple people wanting to try it out, so we'll see what we do on that one, to see a video of that. But yeah, as you can see, I make almost $1 million each time. I'm doing about 2 heists every hour or so, back to back. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Feel free to let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. I also want to say thank you to all my subscribers. You guys are awesome. I'm just amazed. Thank you all. Have a great day.